Welcome back to part 2 of the FZ-07 build. Today we're going to be tearing this thing down all the way to the frame, hopefully. Wish me luck, let's do this. Now if you guys didn't see the first video of this build, make sure to go back and watch that by clicking the link on the screen right now so that you're all caught up and you don't miss anything. And if you're wondering what the heck is going on with this cardboard right now, well, let me explain. Basically, it's freaking cold outside and I don't want to freeze my butt off trying to work on my bike. So I was trying to make like a little makeshift heatable area, I guess. The cardboard is free, so I figured might as well try. If it doesn't work, I can just throw it out. And looking at it now, it kind of looks stupid, but it's freezing, so I'm gonna try anything. Now, if you're thinking, dude, that's such a big fire hazard, well, you'd be right. But don't worry, I'm gonna be super safe. I'm never gonna leave the garage if the heater's going, and I'm gonna be out here the whole time, so it'll be fine. But don't try this at home. I don't know if it's hard for you guys to hear me since I got the heater going, but making some pretty good progress. Got this all off, all this wiring harness disconnected. This whole back piece is all empty. So we're gonna be moving on up towards the engine and the gas tank now. Let's keep it going. All right, just unplug the sensor. Boom, just like that. We got the gas tank off. Well, it is actually getting warm in here. I don't know if it was actually my little cardboard setup or not, or if it's just because I've been in here so long with this heater running, but it's now plenty comfortable where I can just be in my hoodie, not cold at all. So that's sweet. Okay, so I think I remember this from when I tore my EX apart years ago and painted the frame. All of the weight from here is gonna be on here right now, on this rear shock. When I lift up, now it's loose. Seems like it could easily come out. Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna do this exactly. I guess this is part of it. We'll figure it out. So I turned the heater back on. It's starting to get a little cold in here again, but I just wanted to show you my idea quick. So I need to lift up on here to get the pressure off of here, right? In order to get the shock off. So I had the idea to take a ratchet strap, strap it to one of the beams, and lift it up, so I can get the shock out. I don't know, I feel like it's actually a pretty good idea. So let's see how this goes. Just gonna start lifting. Oh yeah, that's totally working. Look at that. Can freely move this thing. Shock moves. Bang, that's awesome. Alrighty, that was a success. Let's get this shock out. Look how easy that came out. Now that I got the weight off, that's what I'm talking about. Bang, look at that. That was easy. Oh yeah. Boom, look at that. It's so empty. All right, one airbox done. All right, now I need a big freaking socket. I really hope I have the right size socket for this. I don't have the right size socket. Dang it. I think I'm gonna have to go buy a socket. Socket acquired. Let's get this wheel off. Ugh. All right, so I know that watching me take apart a bike might not be the most entertaining content in the world, but I figured while I run some time lapses of me tearing this thing apart, I'll tell you some fun facts about Yamaha and the Yamaha FZ-07. So one interesting fact about Yamaha that I'm sure a lot of you probably already know is that they actually started as a piano company in 1887. But something that's probably less commonly known is that the Yamaha logo is actually 3 piano tuning forks, all crossing different directions, and it kind of represents their musical roots, which is pretty cool. Now, a fun fact about the FZ-07 right here, it is actually one of the most crashed bikes in the US. If you're wondering why, it's because a lot of new riders buy them and immediately discover that they are very, very torquey. Another cool fact about the FZ-07 is that Yamaha purposely tuned it to wheelie easier than most 600cc bikes, and well, it worked. It became one of the most wheelie happy middleweight bikes ever sold. I mean, the bike literally only weighs around 400 pounds wet weight, which is lighter than a lot of 300cc beginner bikes. No wonder it's so torquey. Alrighty, it's the next day, and today I'm gonna be ripping that engine out. Hopefully it goes well. As you can probably see, the whole engine is moving forward just like I thought. Maybe I should have had someone come help me. Shoot. Oh my gosh, yep, it's falling to the side. I'm gonna break something. I'm putting it back. Do you happen to be at your apartment? And I'm just trying to pull the engine out right now, and sweet, thank you so much, dude. All right, bye. All right, sweet. Tanner's gonna head over here in like 5 minutes, help me get this thing out quick. So that's gonna be super, super helpful. Alrighty, so Tanner's here to save the day, thankfully. You wanna pull this up? I'll try to support the engine, work it out, keep going. And then, well guys, I can't believe it. Of course, my GoPro died at the worst possible time, right when me and Tanner were pulling the engine out of the bike. You obviously saw the video cut out right when we started pulling the engine out, but it came out good, no complications, and here we have the engine just sitting right here. Pretty crazy. This is crazy. Literally my whole bike is just sitting here in pieces, all just sitting in this little area in my garage. I love doing these kinds of projects on my own machines. It's just fun. Like, you get to learn how the bike works, you get to learn how to take stuff apart and work on stuff. There's very few things I enjoy more than tearing apart a machine, making it look awesome and putting it back together. And there's just such a sense of like accomplishment and like satisfaction when you tear something all the way down to the bare bones, put it back together, and not only does it run, it still runs so that you actually did everything right, but it looks way better. I would encourage anyone who's on edge or thinking about maybe should I tear it down to the frame, maybe not, it's a lot of work. Do it, and you will be thankful that you did, because it feels so awesome to complete something this big. And this is why I love making videos about this stuff, because this is what I'm passionate about, is tearing stuff apart like this, putting it back together. It works good, making cool builds, making your bike look better, all the above. It's just a blast. So I know this was just a lot of time lapses and stuff on this video, but I still hope you guys are enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. If you are enjoying it, please hit the subscribe button. It would mean so much to me. And yeah, let's get on to tearing the last part off this bike, which is the whole fork stem assembly. And then it will literally just be a blue frame. Let's do this. All right guys, I'm taking the last little piece off quick. Rose just pulled up. She's gonna give me a hand. Honey, grab onto these right here. And I'm just gonna slowly lift a little pressure off of here, okay? This has gotta, okay, there it goes.
Are you okay?
Yep. That came off way faster than I thought it was going to. Okay.
What's all that stuff?
That's grease. Don't touch it if you don't want to get greasy. Alrighty. Look at, isn't that crazy? The engine's just sitting right there.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna put it all back together.
Same way I took it apart, just in reverse. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the FZ-07 build. I hope you did enjoy. As always, I'd like to know who made it to the end of the video, if anybody did. So if you made it to the end of the video, comment down below if you would take on a project like this yourself, or if you would not. So that way I know who made it to the end of the video. Make sure you stay tuned for the next video and follow this build all the way through to the end. And if you missed the first video, click here to go watch that. As always, say a prayer, ride safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.